It's good to be back. It really is. And as you guys can see, this is the start of a new walkthrough, a new adventure for me. And today, the walkthrough I'll be doing is, well, you know what? Do I really need to have to even introduce this game? I mean, you guys should know. So let's just start it. Alright? I'd like to say, though, I am really happy to be back, though. Seriously, I rested up really well, so let's go. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit preemptive about doing this. I mean, after all, 7 is just that one game that if you're gonna do, you better do it right. There's one thing I do want to make very clear about me doing this, though, is that unlike a lot of other people who tend to try to rush through it because, it's like a speed run, I'm not really going to be doing that. In fact, if I'm doing this walkthrough, I'm going to be doing it my way, which is pretty much taking my time on it. Obtaining as much as possible and showing you guys as much as possible. I'm not going to try to rush this, that's for sure. I have no intention on rushing this walkthrough in any way, shape, or form. So you guys can pretty much count on it. You guys can pretty much rely on that. That's not going to happen. I have no intention of doing that. Not to mention the fact I just think that's kind of tacky. So, that's going to be the case. As far as the teams go that I discussed earlier, same basic idea. If you watch my Awakening video, you pretty much know the team, although I am going to be switching some characters around once in a while, as I see fit. But that team is pretty much going to be my main default team on most occasions. So, trust me, I think you guys might like the way I'm going to do it. So as this cutscene still ensues, we know nothing about the current game, nothing about the setting, nothing about what's going on, which is typical for most Final Fantasy games. You don't typically know anything about what's going on until you actually start playing the game. The cutscenes are just typically to, make your mouth water with suspense and pure joy. Something that this game has done for numerous years, even after it came out. This game was created around 1997, for goodness sakes. I mean, at this point, it's been more than 10 years since this game was released, and this game still has about as much of appeal as it did when it first released. It truly is amazing, just in that aspect. But now it's time to actually begin the game. And it starts out with a train pulling up to what appears to be a large building. Interesting. I personally love this scene because it features our men beating down two Shinra soldiers with no problem whatsoever. In fact, one of them just gets karate kicked right to the chest. That's just plain cool. Our character jumps out. Alright, so we're going to talk to this guy, get a potion off of him. And I have to admit, though, it's going to take me some time to get used to the button layout for this game, considering it changed from this game to 8. They really did. They changed it. And I wouldn't typically complain about change, but when I've gotten so used to doing something for 4 months, it's kind of hard to switch back to a different kind of button positioning. So we're gonna wait for our timer to come back, and so we can attack this guy now, and boom. And you die due to a longboard sword. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, let's go. So as we keep going, we're going to talk to this guy and get a potion off of him. Run up here. And now the game's going to take over. So yeah, the character you play as for now is known as an ex-soldier, until we know his name at least. And the group that we're helping is called Avalanche, just in case you guys didn't already know. Again, I'm doing this, I'm going to try to make sure I don't spoil anything for people who haven't played this game before. Just try to. You didn't catch my name. That's because I didn't give it to you. So I'm not going to change their names. I do like a lot of these characters' names, so we're going to keep Cloud. Apparently Cloud just, as you can see, Cloud just does not care what this guy's name is. And now comes another character who is going to, rustle our chops a bit. Okay, so this is Barrett, who apparently doesn't trust us at all. So as he runs off, the camera zooms in, It gets us a nice view of the reactor. Woot. Ah, it's amazing just how well they've tried to pull off cinematics at this early in the PS1's age. Alright, this is early in Square's age with the PS1. I mean, this was a pretty early title. So, we're going to follow the rest of the group as they go into the reactor, but not before I get into a fight, of course. You know what, guys? As much as I hate to say this is going to get really annoying. Seeing how I can't avoid fights in this game, I'm going to actually have to fight through a lot of this. Luckily for me, most of these things can be killed in one hit. Ooh, a potion. Sweet. So we're going to go this way. Come on. There it is. Ah, more wonderful dialogue. Yes, of course Cloud works for Shinra, or did work for Shinra. I would think he would know about these reactors. Apparently Barrett just doesn't like Cloud's nonchalant attitude towards this entire operation, so now he's going to join up with us. So we're going to talk to you, and you open a door. You then want to talk to Jessie, the girl, over here, and she'll open the door. Now, I'm going to actually save something for later. I'm not going to go down there right now. I want to go over here. Talk to her. And then we go in the elevator. Push this button. Going down. Or up. I really don't know which way we're going. Yeah, the plant's dying, and Cloud really doesn't care. I'm beginning to see where they got the inspiration for Squall's character. I'm not gonna lie though, if there's one feature about Cloud you have to give him credit for, it's that hairdo of his. Do you have any idea how much he must spend on like hair gel? Or hairspray for that? For a hairspray for that matter? It must be a real pain for him to keep his hair spiky like that. I mean, I hate to say it, but he must beat the ladies out when it comes to the whole hair thing. He has to. So now we're gonna get back attacks, but you can easily reverse this just by hitting the L1 and R1 buttons, and it automatically switches you back around to your current position. Ah, come on, there. Ow. Eat that. Oh yeah. And we win. Sweet. So we're going to continue following Jessie down this long flight of stairs. Oh, no, in the door. Thank you. Jump across. Yes, I get it. Thank you. Go down. Oh my goodness, another fight? Beautiful. Seriously guys, this is, I don't know, I'm gonna do this, but this is really gonna get old. I'm not fighting 5 things, forget that. I'm hardcore, but I don't really feel like taking that much time. Especially when these first few parts are such a drag anyways, I don't really feel like going through all that hassle. Come on, we get it, thank you. Go down. You don't have to talk to Jessie for now. We go back down the ladder, or down this ladder at least. Oh, come on. Are you kidding me? Goodness sakes. Fine. You know what? Maybe if I kill them, they might just leave me alone. Maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna try, though. Eat that. And, eat magic from Cloud. Cloud's just awesome. Yeah, eat it. I'd go limit break crazy on you if I actually had control over my limit breaks in this game. And there is actually a way for me to get limit break crazy in this game. It won't be as crazy, but when you guys see the trick I'll show you guys, you will be pretty amazed what you can do. And if you already know the trick, don't say anything about it, because you might already know the trick I'm talking about. In fact, it might not even be a trick to you. It might just be a way to manipulate things. But I know a way to do it that isn't even cheating. So let's go this way. Now, the one thing I've noticed about this game versus Final Fantasy VIII is the fact that the magic names have changed. Restore is actually Cure, just in case you're wondering. But I'm not going to talk about the materia system just yet. So now Cloud starts spazzing out, hearing voices inside of his head. I'm not gonna lie, how come all the main characters of these games always have to be nutcases? Why come we can't have a normal main character? Like Squall. Okay, I take that back. That's a really bad example for a normal main character. Okay, this is our first boss fight, since we've apparently messed up on setting up the bomb. This is the Guard Scorpion. Now, he's not a tough boss at all. In fact, you should be able to take him on rather easily. There's one thing about him that you want to watch out for, and he's going to put his tail up at one point or another during this fight. When that happens, don't attack him. Or you can attack him. I mean, if you really want to go there and suffer. But I'm not going to. So we're going to sit here and beat up on him until he finally dies. And our limit break bar goes up still. Oh yeah. You'll notice a lot throughout this game that a lot of the bosses, a lot of the things you're going to fight are actually robots for one reason or another. Robots, aliens, or people most times. Ooh, limit break. Sweet, but I can't use it because it's not his turn. Now I'll use it. Aha. Ah, crap. And here's what I'm talking about. When he does this, his tail goes up. That means he's waiting for you to, It's going to counterattack with this, I think it's tail beam or whatever. Yeah, tail laser. Now this attack, I wouldn't worry about, but it does actually do a nice amount of damage relative to your level. So yeah, just be careful. I'm gonna heal up Barrett real fast because he's suffering over here. Do I want to wait? I don't want to wait. Let's just go. Aha. Come on. Owie. So now his tail's finally going to go down because I waited a little bit, and now we're going to just wail on him some more. Now, I realize there's a lot. Here's this debate over which game has the best boss fight music. I'm personally partial to the Final Fantasy VII boss fight music. I just love this music. But I don't know if that music's actually playing at the moment. It might not even be the music I'm thinking of because, as you guys know, I can't hear the sound as I'm doing this because I don't want it to reverberate back into my headset. So I can't tell. If it is playing, oh well. If it isn't, then I'll tell you when it is. Ow. So we're just gonna sit here and wail on him some more, because this fight's just gonna take me doggone near forever to finish him off. Thank you. Now, I don't know if I've already talked about this or not. As far as the menu screens and me showing stuff, there shouldn't be much of a reason for me to go into my menu screens. I'm probably going to show you most of the time. So, now it's time for us to get out of here. And before we can do anything, we only have 10 minutes to get out. So I'm going to actually go into my menu, and you're going to watch. Because you have no choice in the matter. I'll use this. That button. Okay. I think that's it. Sweet. Oh, snap, I forgot something, but I'll do it later. Running. So basically you have 10 minutes to get out of here before this place explodes. Now, unless you purposely walk the entire way, which I don't even know. I think if you even walk, you'll get out of here with like what, 5 minutes, I guess, maybe more. Okay, maybe a little less than 5, but you shouldn't even have a problem getting out of here. But because of how I am, I'm actually going to run away from this fight because I don't feel like having to deal with this. If it will let me run away. Like, I really don't want to have to fight these guys. I'd like to get out of here sooner or later. I don't want to be here forever. Alright, let's just keep going. About time. Oh yeah. Go up the ladder. Yeah, the big issue I'm going to have doing this walkthrough is just simply the random battles that ensue. See? Now, I realize 8 had its occasion with random battles, but I had a lot of times where we were in a really bad place, and there weren't many random encounters. This game is notorious for having random encounters almost constantly, which is going to make this almost unbearably bad. Great game. And it's really reminiscent of some of the older days of Final Fantasy where every few steps you have random encounters. Come on. Thank you. So we're going to jump over here. Oh yeah. So we're just going to keep on running, of course, because that's how we do. Can I go through there? Yeah. Look at that. Oh, give me a break. Resobaso, Final Fantasy VII. Escape from the Mako reactor. You know what? That's it. I'm using magic. Eat ice. Or Blizzard. Yeah. Gotta love Blizzard's. Yeah, you have to love Square's random name changes. Gotta love it. It's just a thing. It's just a thing of beauty. Talk to this. Switch on, and we're gonna go up. And like half the time, if I may say so myself. So now let's see here. First, you gotta talk to. I think it's Jesse. Then you want to talk to Biggs. And you want to follow them out of here. Oh yeah. This is probably one of the cooler scenes in this game, because this place is about to explode. Jessie gets trampled by Barrett. Now Cloud has to go help her get back up. And we barely escape as the place explodes. Seriously though, you gotta love Barrett. He just tramples Jessie. I mean, he's a big guy, but still, you could have at least helped her. Apparently we're blowing a hole out of here, and look at this explosion. Bang! I love how we just jump out through the fire. Most of us make it out. Although it looks like Wedge had some serious issues. So apparently Cloud wants to bring up the issue with his money, but apparently Barrett doesn't even want to discuss it at the moment. Don't blame him. Seriously, I'd get a little bit ticked off too if someone else got them bringing up about paychecks. But then again, I guess in Barrett's situation, if you don't really have the money to pay someone, then it's really kind of hard to talk about money. So now this cute girl wants me to talk to her. So we're gonna say nothing. Listen, we don't want her to walk away. And since she's obviously a flower girl, we don't see too many flowers in this place, obviously. So we're gonna say don't see many. You don't see too many flowers around here. So she's selling them for 1 gil. Well, duh, I'm gonna buy one. It's a flower. Oh yeah, so we're gonna go this way. As we make our way back, if we make our way to the train station, or try to make our way back to this train station, provided nothing bad happens to us on the way there, we're gonna pick this up, which is actually a potion, and we're gonna keep going. Unfortunately, before we can get really too far, we have some issues. Shinner soldiers. We're gonna fight these guys. Now you can choose to run away and skip all these fights, but you know what? I think it's just more fun for me to kill them because it adds just a sense of I don't know, gallantry as I go through slicing my way through evil people. So we're just gonna use ice and we're gonna freeze you. And I love how they hit for like barely anything. It's just so amusing to me. You know what? Fine. Eat limit break. It's on. Let's go. Oh yeah. See that was all sorts of cool. Ooh, level 8. Sweet. So we run away, only to have to deal with even more of them. So we're gonna fight these guys off in the hopes that they'll just be done and run away. Ow. Just in case you're wondering, you can't escape. Once you choose to fight these guys, you gotta sit through and fight all of them. Oh yeah. So we're just gonna go through and slowly but surely hack and slash our way through each one of these faceless soldiers. But we are victorious, of course, so, you know, we're just gonna keep on going. So now we have even more guys to deal with, and they're now starting to surround us, but I don't feel like fighting these guys, so we're gonna say later. And now we're completely surrounded, overwhelmed, and nowhere else to go. Or at least that's what you think. No, the Great Cloud has a way out. Watch. He suicide jumps onto the drain. I still wonder if he would have jumped and just landed on the ground. I'm pretty sure you'd survive it. No, I don't think it hurt him much. I mean, seriously, any guy who can go around carrying a huge sword that probably weighs upwards of a few hundred pounds can probably manage to jump from that distance. So apparently they missed Cloud because he didn't show up to the train, and Barrett is in denial. There's a noise. Okay. Apparently Barrett is really, really upset at them. I don't know why. Seriously, he's really uptight. Bad idea, Wedge. Bad idea. You don't bring up money around Barrett. That's just a bad idea. Another noise. Another noise. Door opens, and what da da da? It's Cloud. Cloud, you show off. Don't you know Barrett missed you? Hmm. Apparently Barrett isn't too happy with Squall's theatrics. So it looks like everyone thinks Cloud is great, but it looks like Jessie holds a special place for Cloud in her heart. Oh, Cloud, aren't you the ladies' man? This is your first job and you already captured a girl's heart. You are a real heartbreaker, my friend. We're gonna jump over and we're gonna keep going. Aha! 12:23 a.m. That's early. Hmm. So apparently this uptight bag is just all like, oh my god, they're on the train. He's gonna run off. And here we come as Cloud. We're gonna be cool and just walk because, well, it's Cloud and he's just epic like that. Well, I'm not bothering anybody. I'm fine. I'll talk to Barrett. Huh. I mean, I wasn't talking to Barrett. I was talking to someone else. Okay, Barrett isn't apparently really happy right now. So now we're going to talk to Jessie because apparently she wants to flirt with Cloud, and I'm very happy to oblige. Hmm. One. Wait, what was that? 1/10,000th scale? Okay, so, yeah, so I'm assuming we're not going to blow up number 8. That'd just be a bad idea. Hmm. Of course we look suspicious. I mean, look at us. Hmm. So we're going to come over here, and Barrett wants to talk to us now. Huh. You know, a lot of people say Barrett is the most stereotypical character ever. I don't think he is. I think there might be worse out there. We just haven't found them yet. I gotta give the game credit for as much as they let you get away with as far as cursing goes. I don't see the point in actually using different kind of symbols to represent that. That just makes no sense to me. Just say it. Hmm. Huh. More really an inspirational talk by Cloud. We're treated to a nice little scene of a train driving through Midgar. It's really kind of cool if you ask me. Now, there aren't too many scenes like this in Final Fantasy VII, which makes this game even better because, unlike a lot of these games nowadays where you get cutscene after cutscene, this game, when you get the cutscenes, they mean something. There's some kind of emphasis behind them. I think that really does drive it really well, as opposed to getting cutscenes over and over and over again and getting them throughout the game, and it just kind of like it defeats the purpose of it. Because if you think about it, cutscenes aren't just meant to look good; they're meant to drive the story or drive the game. And if you really overuse them, they kind of lose their value. That's why I think Final Fantasy VII did really well. So So we're going to talk to Barrett as he calls us all over. Hmm. So apparently telling us not to be scared because the next big operation is going to be even bigger. Should we worry about radioactive activity or something like that? I mean, we just blew up a freaking reactor. Now, let me see here. What do I want to do next? Yeah, I'm going to have to go up here and save it. For now. Go here. We're going to save it. I probably won't be getting as save crazy as I did with my other game, but this is going to get kind of bad too, so get ready for it. I'm going to save it here, of course. And, geez, what button was it? That button. Alright. And with that, I will continue. Alright, let's go. Before we go anywhere else, we're actually going to talk to this guy. We're going to get a really cool view of Midgar, which is actually the town that we're in at the moment. Just in case you guys just didn't know. Ah, the pillars should come down. That couldn't be good. Yeah, it's really kind of messed up how this place is operated, because if you guys think about it, the only thing that's keeping the slums from being destroyed are these huge pillars that are holding the plate to the upper part of Midgar, where all the high class live, from falling on us. Though I don't see why you want to live up there anyways. From what I hear, it's all polluted and dirty and I mean, sure, you might get some sunlight once in a while, but I just don't think it'd be all that great for you. Personally, I wouldn't want to live in Midgar anyways. I think Midgar might be worse than some states in New York, and the USA, if you ask me. But that's just my opinion. So now we're going to go over here and go with Barrett as we head to the bar. And I love how he cleans out this entire place by shooting off his gun arm. Seriously, that's kind of freaky how he does that, because he scares everybody off. We're going to come over here and talk to him. Come on, let me talk to him. Thank you. Oh, my little baby. Out of my way. Did I just say out of my way? Move. Okay, thank you. We're going to go inside. Only to witness that everyone is getting drunk and crazy, and a little girl was just scared off by Cloud's massive hairdo. Cloud, you freak. I'm telling you, man, you need to take care of that hair. You're going to scare off innocent little girls. Did I fight with Barrett? If I fight, you mean kick his butt? Yeah. So, I'm going to say not this time. Me? Get the fight at the drop of a hat? I doubt it. So this is our next character we obtain in the game, named Tifa. Yeah, she's not too bad of a character. She's actually probably one of the best female protagonist roles ever, considering she does actually have a nice role, and even no matter if she's on your team or not, her role is extremely powerful in this game. So you can give the flower to either Tifa or Marlene. I'm going to give it to Marlene because, well, I did scare her off with my massive haircut. We're then going to go back here, and Barrett comes barging through the door, and everyone stands to attention. So this is showing Barrett as more of a father figure, which we really wouldn't think of him like that. Which I guess, everyone has to have a soft side to them, you know what I mean? So it does make sense that Barrett, no matter how gruff and harsh he comes off, would have a soft side. In fact, some of the things he does later on in the game is actually driven by his will to want to protect Marlene at all costs, and you're going to actually see that really shell out throughout the game. I don't want to talk to you. I would, but I don't feel like it, so we're just going to go downstairs. I must admit, though, so far Cloud hasn't come off as a very honorable character, so we're going to come over here and start talking to Barrett. And, Was there anyone from Soldier fighting us? No. If they were, they wouldn't have a chance against my Mega Sword of Death. Of course I'm sure. I have to be sure. I love how Biggs is trying to hold him back, but he gets thrown. I'm sorry, but Barrett is a big man. Oh, well. Hey, who are you talking to, Barrett? Trust me, I will take you down, son. I love how Cloud is so willing to stick up to Barrett, even though Barrett could probably, like, tear him in half. But then again, I don't think Cloud would go down that easily. Hmm. So now Cloud's coming off more like a jerk than someone who actually gives a crap about anyone else but himself. But keep in mind, his motivation right now to actually want to help isn't exactly very high, but it does change throughout the game. Although right now it does seem as if he's kind of self-centered, I guess, or extremely self-centered, I should say. Before you can leave, Tifa conveniently tries to stop us, but Cloud's not really going to want to hear it. Hmm. Oh, he's walking away. But since I don't really want to be a jerk, I'm going to say sorry. So now we're going to get a flashback. Now, I will say this much. The flashbacks in this game are slightly more manageable than they were in Final Fantasy VIII. 8 was extremely bad with flashbacks, and that's really bad considering the fact that you got forced into a lot of them. While you do get forced into a nice number of flashbacks in this game, there are some really good points as to why they get flashed into these flashbacks, as opposed to 8's flashbacks that were, I don't know, a portion were kind of pointless and then didn't make sense until late in the game. At least some of these actually do have a meaning. You know, I have to admit though, seriously, are you telling me Cloud had the same hairdo when he was a kid 7 years ago? This is ridiculous. His hair is completely massive. So he's leaving. So I guess he's telling Tifa, as when they're a kid, that he's leaving for Midgar to go and be something famous. Hmm. Typical, right? Little kid, little town kid goes for the big city. Hmm. And oh my goodness, he has a ponytail. He wants to join Soldier. Yeah. Okay. Sephiroth, the great Sephiroth. Hmm. I'll say he's good. I don't know if he's great. Keep in mind, a lot of this is only preluding to what happens later in this game, and trust me, some of the events that happen get really intense. Hmm. Oh, of course it'll be in the newspapers. Spiky-haired kid becomes soldier first class. I can see it all over the paper now. Hmm. So that's kind of a cute promise to make, I suppose. See, Cloud, you had to make that promise, and it makes it even more cute that there's a freaking shooting star. That's where This game has more romantic tension than 8 did, and 8 took like what, 2 CDs to get to that point? So before anything else can happen, Barrett climbs up military style. Apparently he's come to pay us our fee. A paltry 1,500. Are you kidding me? Are you telling me Cloud will risk his life to help you blow up that reactor for 1,500? Cloud, you are a real humanitarian. Huh. So apparently Cloud wants 3,000 and Barrett is just like, yeah, right. You kidding me? I gotta give Barrett credit though. He cares about Marlene's schooling. That's a good thing. Seriously, he's encouraging school, so I'm not gonna hold it against him. So I guess Cloud's doing it for 2,000. So now it's time for some sleep. So Cloud goes to sleep, and what really gets me next is where he's sleeping. Apparently they couldn't. Apparently they can't afford beds or anything else normal for that nature. So when he comes back, he's sleeping on the ground. What? Are you kidding me? Are you telling me I'm working for these people and they don't even give me a bed? Ugh. I mean, I'm not asking for much. You know, maybe a cot or a futon or something, but just nothing. We're gonna talk to you. Oh, okay. So now Barrett wants to ask about how to use materia. Now, I'm not going to go through a tutorial on this. Are you kidding me? Forget that. So you guys, if you really want to know how to use materia, you can go through the explanation. I'm not going to go through it. I'm sorry. If you want to see explanation, I might decide to do something else with it. Or I might do my own explanation. But other than that, I'm not going to do it. So yeah. Besides, I don't think Barrett would really grasp the concept. And Tiff is going. You see, guys, the ones that wanted Cloud Tiff or Barrett, you guys got exactly what you wanted. So now we're gonna head to the weapon shop as the weapon weapon shop owner wants to see us. Oh, actually, if you'll excuse me for just 2 seconds, I gotta take care of something. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. We're gonna go over here. Go in here. I will say that these opening parts of the game are probably some of the most enjoyable, or at least most memorable parts, as far as what I remember from my youth. I mean, there's a lot of good parts in this game, but some of these parts are just funny and just humorous to me. And I'll explain some of these parts in a few minutes. We're going to talk to this guy, in which you pick up an all materia. And then next, he's got a treasure chest drops out of the sky, amazingly enough, without hurting anybody. And we open it, and we get an ether. So there's one scene here I just find to be hilarious, and it's talking to these two. I'll show you. So this boy starts beating up on this little girl. I mean, he's just wailing the crap out of her. And apparently, Cloud tells her that her limit gauge is starting to build. So she's still getting the crap beat out of her. Her limit gauge is still building. Okay, now her limit gauge is full, and now she uses her super limit break attack, known as Backhand of Death, which completely just raffle stomps the kid. Seriously, can you guys imagine having a limit bar in real life? That would be horrible. People will do all sorts of unusual feats of strength. I don't feel like talking to you, so we're just gonna leave. Now you can talk to everyone here and get all sorts of tutorials on stuff if you really want to, but since that's not necessary for this, I'm not gonna go through it. So we are actually gonna go back downstairs. We're gonna talk to you. Are you telling me if I don't buy something, you're gonna kill me? Are you kidding me? How is that good business? Okay, so we're going to buy 3 of these because we actually need them for our characters. If you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go switch out some stuff real fast. Alright, that's taken care of. I had to go equip some stuff and just do that. Now, I'm going to buy more materia sooner or later. I'm just not doing it right now. I mean, either way, I'm going to be able to level this stuff up sooner or later. I just don't feel like doing it right now because I don't have the money to pay for all of it. I mean, the sooner you do get materia for all your characters and spread it out evenly, the sooner you're going to be able to level it up to its next heights. But for right now, it's not all that important. So we're going to go in here. And the train's going to take off. Awesome. I love how there's this one stuck up, this uptight guy on this train who is completely frightened of us. Hmm. It's empty because of guys like him. Are you kidding me? Dude, please, people like him make me feel safe at night. Seriously, if I had a friend like Bear, I would never be afraid of anybody. Hmm. So apparently Barrett wants to pop a cap in this guy, but Tifa stops him. Hmm. Go Barrett. Of course I'm serious about my work, you jerk. Great. So, apparently our fake IDs won't work when they start to scan the people in the train for their IDs. And we have to jump ship in about 3 minutes. Well, 3 minutes according to the game. Not 3 minutes in real time. Before Tifa can show Cloud any of her wares, apparently the ID checkpoint pops up early. Oh, wait. Never mind. Haha, great. There's gonna be a search. Hmm. Okay, so now you have to stay ahead of this. You have 15 seconds to get from car to car. Now, if you ever do get locked in a car for any reason at all, I believe Barrett comes and blows the door open. But actually, as you go through all this, you can actually collect items from people. Let me show you. I'm gonna go over here. I think it's this guy. Yeah. You do need to make sure you actually hurry, though. Doing this, you're actually going to be like right on the dime for time. Okay. You see this dude that's walking down the hall? Watch this. He's going to take my. He's going to take something from us. I want to talk to him now. Come on. You jerk. Ah, fine. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Get out. Yes! Yeah, he takes your money from me, but if you talk to him, he'll give it back. Crap. Gotta run. In case you're actually wondering, those two people there are not actually who they seem. I think they're actually in disguise. Hmm. Go, Tifa. Jump. It's G.I. Jane time. So, of course, we're all jumping out the train. And the rest of our group stays behind. Incognito. Oh, yeah. Talk about a great way for things to go. So now we gotta follow this tunnel so we can get to the next reactor. I think you can still get into fights here. Luckily for us, we have, like, what, 3 people now, so we should be pretty fine to go. So to get out of here, you can't go through there, so you gotta go down this, tiny hole. Which apparently Barrett is afraid of small spaces. I don't know why. I don't really care, though. We're still going down. Go down. Barrett, will you stop being a wuss? Give me a break. You're a big man with a gun on your hand. The last thing you need to be afraid of is heights, is small spaces. Yeah, for these types of shots where you can't exactly tell which way to push the analog stick, I recommend using the D-pad. It's actually the easiest way to go. At least that's worked for me. Because typically the D-pad translates better than using the analog stick. So now you're down, I don't even know where we are, actually, to be honest with you. I was going to give an idea of where we are, but forget that. I don't even know where we are. So we have all 3 people, so we're going to, go through and kick some tail. Which apparently isn't working too well, for one reason or another. Come on, die. Are you kidding me? These things have a lot of health. Ah, crap. Did I set change? Dang it. I don't want to change positions. That's a horrible idea. Give me a break. They put people to sleep. So apparently these things just don't want to die, and I'm still hitting them, and they're still not dying. Apparently they're immune to dying. Okay, now they die. About time. Ugh. I'd kill to have haste. Thank you. They're dead. Finally. Typical Final Fantasy fanfare for that one. More potions. Awesome. Just awesome, seriously. Actually, I recall correctly, we'll talk to you. We're gonna go up. Going up. Okay, now we're gonna go over here and talk to this. We're then gonna talk to you. So apparently she has a major crush on Cloud, made his ID card special, and screwed us all over. Well, you know what? At least she's honest. I'll give her that much. Are you kidding me? luckily these things don't take too much to kill, so... Oh, not at all, actually. They're actually a lot easier to kill than I figured. Good thing, or else I'd be a really upset camper right about now. I mean, you know, I don't mind a good challenge once in a while, but sometimes you need to learn your limits. Alright, so we're gonna go through here, this little vent shaft, which, to be honest with you, I don't know how Cloud isn't turning into, like, a claustrophobic nutcase. I mean, I would suggest that any of you should try this. You would probably go nuts yourself. Doing this is probably, like, extremely claustrophobic. I can barely stand accidentally being locked in a closet. And how in the world did I go the wrong way? Oh. Okay, we're gonna go back because I'm a total idiot and went the wrong way. Alright, I am now going to go down this ladder and hopefully not get lost or turn around and be in the wrong freaking direction. Apparently we're still going the right way, so we're gonna talk to this, get a tent. We're then going to talk to Biggs, as they tell us that they are going to be pulling out as we go to blow up this reactor. Oh, what joy. What fun. No problem. We can handle this. We got this. You're going to notice something about this reactor once we actually get here. And it's really good. Probably going to drive a few of you up the wall. If you guys haven't noticed, this reactor looks very similar to a reactor we just came from, amazingly enough. Which is what really bothers me about this. Why would they make all these reactors the same? Isn't that just a bad design idea? I mean, typically you don't want everything to be alike. So because I do slightly enjoy the battle system for this game, I'm actually going to go through more battles than I normally would because I actually do enjoy it. Especially once I start getting more magic. That's when this game truly starts to become truly enjoyable. Barret, how could you miss? Oh, he has darkness. Never mind. I was going to hold it against him for missing, but now that I take a look, it's not really his fault. Dang. Go Tifa. Seriously, Tifa is the only character ever... Tifa is like one of those few characters I can actually give respect to because she is brave enough to go brawling with her fists. So we're going to go down this little slide. And as you'll see, this place looks extremely familiar. You know, this isn't the same reactor we just blew up. This is actually a completely different reactor. Even though it, oddly enough, looks very much the same except for maybe some color differences. Climb down here. Go over here, come down here. Go over here, go back down this ladder. And look, they even keep the save point in the same spot. Huh. God forbid they actually choose to change and make something different about this place compared to the last one. So we get here, and now Cloud's having another spaz attack, so much so that he just passes out. And all of a sudden, the idea that they came up with for 8 just doesn't seem all that original anymore. So apparently this flashback, Tifa's ticked off and picks up a sword and goes after somebody. Apparently it's Sephiroth. Seriously, how are we trusting Cloud with setting up a bomb if he can barely keep consciousness? I mean, that just seems like a really bad leadership idea. But hey, you know what? That's just me. So I'm gonna run away from this fight because I don't feel like fighting these guys at the moment. Which is probably gonna only just hurt me in the end because I'm not gonna be high level earlier. So we're gonna set this bomb up, and unlike the last time, you don't have to worry about a time limit. So you can actually take your time and bum it the rest of the way out. Which I guess is a good thing. Although I do wish they'd cut down some of these random encounters. This is getting kind of ridiculous. But hey, you know what? I'd much rather have random encounters than do what 12 did and mess it up. Seriously, like was that really such a great idea? So we're gonna go up here. Okay, we're gonna go. Oh, another fight. Ah, what joy. Granted, guys, I don't mind random encounters. It's just, there's a lot of stuff I want to do in this game, and if I gotta go through random encounters every few seconds, that's really not letting me see a portion of this game I'd like to see at the moment. It's just not really doing me any good. And they cast Darkness on freaking Barrett again. Are you kidding? So apparently these things are also robots, which also makes them completely susceptible to lightning attacks. So keep that in mind in this game, guys. There's like a hierarchy for weaknesses as far as what people are weak against. Unlike what happened in 8, which was a complete disaster. And I say disaster mostly for the sense that most monsters in that game were really not weak against anything. Most times, and if they were weak against it, there really wasn't much of a difference from them being weak against it versus not being weak against it. So we're going to hit the elevator button, which they still have conveniently placed in the same place as it is in the other reactor.